Welcome to Westfield High School. Glad you could join us, everybody. Michael Leonard alongside Alex Kingsley. We're the 19th ranked 8-3 Westfield Blue Devils are set to take on the 0-8 Elizabeth Minutemen. What a win for those Blue Devils on Thursday, Alex.
Yeah, it sure was. Westfield defeated number 14 Union Catholic in an 86-77 win in overtime, Mike, and it was a thriller. Malacourt dropped a career-high 32 points, including 7 three-pointers. Nick Mealy also had 23, and Owen Murray recorded his second triple-double of the year with 11 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists.
Starting for the Minutemen, Gerard Billings, Khalil Johnson, Elijah Roll, Rich Weaf, and Jordan Williams. And we are underway in Westfield as Jelani Pierre comes up with it. Mealy's going to lose it.
You could tell this could be a pretty physical game when a call like that was not a foul.
Looking inside, it's blocked by Matt LaCourt. Murray will push it up. And there's Jelani Pierre who lays it in.
Blue Devils did a perfect job of creating ball movement for the open man to get the layup.
Starting for the Blue Devils, Owen Murray, Nick Mealy, Parker Hess, Jelani Pierre, and Matt LaCourt. Rich Weaf has the ball for the Minutemen, the senior guard. That one's stolen by Matt LaCourt.
That one almost like he was passing right to Matt LaCourt.
And Murray lays it in at the other end. And Elizabeth wants a timeout. And Alex, we talked about Matt LaCourt coming off of a career-high 32 points on Thursday over the Vikings. What an incredible performance at 7 threes. Seems like he couldn't miss out there.
Yeah, Mike. I mean, when you're really hot and you just can't miss, keep going on and on. He had 7 three-pointers in that game. His hand was hot, and all they needed to do was just give him the ball for the open shot.
And while LaCourt got all the credit, there were some other big-time performances for the Blue Devils. Nick Mealy had 23 before fouling out in the fourth quarter. And how about Owen Murray recording his second triple-double this season?
It just shows how great some of these players are. Triple-doubles you see in the NBA.
Murray finished with 11 points, 14 boards, and 11 assists. His previous triple-double was against St. Mary's in the season opener, game we got to call. So Westfield leads at 4-0, under 7 to go in the first quarter. Mealy got a piece of that one.
Westfield's playing a really good man defense against the Minutemen here in this defensive drive.
Johnson loses it. Jelani Pierre at the other end for the easy 2.
Steal, and all he had to do was 1, 2, 3 for the layup. That was a nice play.
Westfield team plays some great defense, Alex. We've seen it all year long. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Minutemen.
Yeah, it could be either between man or zone. Westfield always finds a way to be able to just destroy the other opponent's offense.
Westfield coming into the game 8-3, off to a tremendous start. Start off 7-0, drop 3, won their last game. And Elizabeth 0-8, looking for their first win today on the road.
Yeah, and they're 0-3 on conference play too. Can't find a win this year.
Pump fake. He'll go to line. It's Elijah Roll. Now, as we talked about, hostile environment, a whiteout in Westfield. Blue Devil student section is packed, and they're loud and rowdy with the thunder sticks. First free throw, no good.
Yeah, this student section almost looks like it's overflowing with kids, man.
And they're excited. Westfield basketball, very good this year. Second free throw from Roll, no good, as Mealy gets the board. Nice move from Mealy, and he'll go to the line.
Mealy did a really good job of putting the move on the defender and driving right to the basket to draw the foul. We see a lot of Parker Hess doing that during the game, be the one to step up and drive to the basket for the open layup or the open shot. Does a really good job of that. Nick Mealy showed that he could do it too.
Nick Mealy, as we said, coming off a 23-point performance. And Alex, he needs 18 points today to get 400 in his Westfield high school career. Misses the first free throw there.
Doesn't surprise me that he's got almost already 400 points.
Second free throw for Mealy is good. Westfield up by 7. And Alex Elizabeth, they've really struggled scoring the ball. Last week against Linden, the final score was 54-4. The Minutemen were held without a field goal. 4 points came from 4 free throws. That one's stolen, but Elizabeth gets it back, and Roll can't hit the layup. Mealy will come away with it.
Yeah, they might not get a field goal this game. It's 7-0 with just over 3 minutes in the half.
And Nick Mealy drives right to the hole, and he gets it to go. Blue Devils up 9-zip.
This is going to be a pretty exciting game for the Westfield Blue Devils, and not so much the Minutemen with all these turnovers and the points off the turnovers for Westfield.
Has to flex that one. Could be a blowout today, Alex. We saw what Westfield was able to do a couple weeks ago against Scotch Plains. Blew them out by 30. Contested shot, no good. Westfield comes with a fast break. Here's Hess, 3. No good. But Jelani Pierre gets a rebound and then loses it.
Yeah, even though the cross-court pass created a 3, didn't make it, that was still a really good attempt and a good look from Nick Mealy.
Here's a jumper from the free throw line, no good. But Woff is able to get the rebound. And inside, another one, no good. Finally, it's good. The Minutemen get their first bucket of the day. It was Elijah Roll on the layup, tip in, backdoor cut. Parker Hess, the reverse layup and the foul. Count it.
Even though it's a simple play, it works almost every time, and that time it was even an L1. Beautiful play by Parker Hess.
Alex, how about Parker going sleeveless tonight for a Saturday night primetime game? Usually wears that short sleeve undershirt.
Yeah, we'll see if it makes a difference this game. Maybe he'll score even more than the last.
Try to finish the old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw rolls in and out. So Mealy guarding Woff. Inside roll. Blocked by LaCourt. And then the pull-up jumper is good from Rich Woff.
That was a nice play by Elizabeth to stay with it even though the block came and created 2 points on that play.
And, Parker Hess tries to lob it up to Owen Murray. A little too high on that one. Murray at 6'4", couldn't reach it. Other end, shot no good. Fast break for Westfield. Pierre Murray can't get that one.
Even though it didn't connect, that was another great example of good ball movement by this Westfield team.
Elizabeth in some trouble. Double team. Mealy gets it. Tried to throw a behind-the-back pass, and it hit Norboto Salome right in the face. And Alex, I can already tell you, this is going to be a fun game with some big fast break dunks.
And some exciting plays, too.
Expect some alley-oops to Murray. So Elizabeth will take it out now. Inside, working. Bucket is good, and the foul. It's the senior Jordan Williams. Westfield ranked 19th in the state, Alex. That ranking sure to go up after their big win against Union Catholic. Vikings were ranked 14th heading into the day. And that was Westfield's second win over a ranked opponent. Also beat St. Mary's, who at the time was ranked 13th. So it's Williams at the line trying to complete the three-point play. And this time he will. Westfield leads it 11-7, 3:30 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, this isn't good for this Westfield team. Elizabeth doesn't have a win. Coming over a big win in Union Catholic, this isn't good to only be winning by 4.
Mealy lost it there. Probably should have been a walk, but no call. Here's Woff at the other end. Mealy from behind steals it. Loose ball, Hess comes away with it, and it's a foul on Elizabeth.
Yeah, just off that play, you could tell this game is going to be back and forth as well with forced turnovers to create fast breaks.
Some storylines to watch for today. Parker Hess comes in today with 79 career threes. Continues to inch closer to his brother Keegan Hess's all-time record with 112. And as we said earlier, Mealy closing in on 400 career points. And Mealy will drive. That pull-up jumper is good. And Alex, that's his go-to move right there.
Definitely driving to the elbow and pulling up with off the nice move on top of the key.
One dribble, pull-up jumper, kicks his legs. He's able to steal it there, but I think he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Mike's going to be Elizabeth with the ball.
2:40 to go in the first quarter. Williams will take it out of bounds for the Minutemen. Looking inside, roll. Nice pump fake. Layup no good. Williams the rebound, and it's good.
That was a really nice pass down low from which we have to create the open shot.
And that pass is stolen by Salome. Leading scorers for Elizabeth, Jordan Williams at 9.5 a game, and Rich Waff with 7.4. And we've seen both of them play pretty well in this opening quarter. Screen from Roll. Williams kicks it out. Three ball is short from Billings, and it's Westfield ball. As Jeff Gagum will check in, number 14 in white. Junior big man, 6 foot 235. Westfield, they lack size on this team. Tallest player is Murray, the point guard. And ever since Tim Norris missed the game, we haven't seen a lot of him, Alex.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's sitting on the bench right now. I mean, who knows if we'll see any of him tonight.
Gagum is able to chase that one down. Hess looks inside to Gagum, but he loses it.
And again, Westfield going to a man defense.
Layup no good. Rebounded by Salome. Hook shot, no. Nice crossover by Nick Mealy. And the layup's good, and the foul. Now, something unique with this Westfield team. It seems like every game, somebody different stepping up. And then when all of them play well, this team is almost unstoppable.
Yeah, Mike. Owen Murray, we've seen him go off. Parker Hess as well. And Nick Mealy, I guess, is going to show himself tonight with that beautiful and one play.
Nick hits the free throw there. As sophomore McDaniel will check in. Adam McDaniel, number 32. Alex, it seemed like McDaniel's played in 10 out of 11 games, now make it 11 out of 12. Seems like he just got a little more confidence, maybe shoot more.
Yeah.
Doesn't take a whole lot of shots.
Yeah, with more experience comes more confidence to take shots and just to play better. When you get more used to playing in a game, then you'll get more used to taking shots and creating nice drives.
Very talented players, McDaniel. As he comes up with the loose ball. Nice pass inside, Murray, who lays it in, the reverse layup.
Yeah, like we were just saying, that was a perfect bounce pass to Owen Murray for the layup. You can't see anything better than that.
That's what Adam McDaniel's got to do, just not do anything too special. Gets it up, makes a great pass. That's what they need him to do. And now McDaniel gets the ball, fast break, and he lays it in right on cue, Alex.
Surprised they didn't call that an and-one. That was a lot of contact in that play, but beautiful play, getting it to the basket and putting the ball in the hoop.
Westfield now with their largest lead, 20-9. 5 seconds left in this opening quarter. Whiff, nice move. Jumper, no good. Gagum gets the board, and that's the end of the first quarter. Westfield leads it 20-9. Exciting first quarter, Alex.
Yeah, definitely. When it's 20-9, and with all the fast break plays and back and forth in the turnovers, and Westfield coming up with some big layups and and-ones, that was a pretty exciting first quarter.
We'll be right back with the second quarter on Blue Devil Television. So welcome back to Westfield High School, a primetime Saturday night game, a whiteout. As Murray, the senior, 6'4", committed to Vassar College in New York, finds Mealy, corner three is off.
Good look from Mealy, but couldn't connect on that one.
And there'll be a foul on Jeff Gagum, his first of the game, going for the loose ball. It looks like the senior, Khalil Johnson, is hurt on that play, limping on the Elizabeth bench. He'll have to come out of the game and get checked by the trainer. It's Zenith who checks in for the injured Minutemen. Here's Williams, Euro step, bucket's good, and the foul. They get a block on Gagum, and now his second.
Looked like Jordan Williams went by all 5 guys from the Westfield team, went to the basket all the way from half court and made that and one.
That's a tough call for the ref. Could have been a charge. Looked like Gagum was set. But anyway, Williams will try to complete his second three-point play of the night. And he's able to do it, cuts the Elizabeth deficit down to 8. They trail it 20-12. Murray. Here's McDaniel. Pull-up jumper,
Boom.
No good.
Yeah, McDaniel created a good look for himself, but just couldn't make on that one. That was a nice play by him.
Inside, there's Williams. Gagum gets it, and they'll get Williams on the foul.
You know, Rich Rioff did a really nice job of giving it the pass to Jordan Williams. He was almost at half court and made a bounce pass all the way to under the bucket. That was a really nice play, but just couldn't finish on that one.
14 fouls on Westfield and 5 on the Minutemen. And Jordan Williams picks up his second foul in that previous play. As Elizabeth will show some pressure, they get it into Murray. And Murray will go to the free throw line after a nice move there.
You know, Westfield always usually does this, and we usually see Parker Hess do a really good job of this, of driving to be the one to step up and drive to the basket, to either draw the foul or go for the layup. And Owen Murray pulled up that time and stepped up and did that time.
It's been very fun to see Murray progress over his time here at Westfield. 3-year varsity starter. He's definitely the leader of this team. Most all-around talented player.
Especially this year when Westfield is a little dry in the height. 6'4", he'll get in there and get some boards for the Westfield Blue Devils.
And the free throw is good. Westfield up by 9, 21-12. That bounce pass tipped by LaCourte.
Which I've tried to create a pick and roll type play, but just couldn't connect on that time. Ball was deflected off Westfield.
He's played well today, Rich Waff. As we said, 7.5 points coming into the day. He's played every second of this one so far. Really looks like he's strong with the ball, senior.
Oh, yeah, him and Jordan Williams are the top 2 scorers of this Elizabeth team. They're the ones who are going to create the buckets.
Here's McDaniel, a 3. No good there. Nice pass by Murray prior to that.
Oh, yeah, Parker Hess was wide open, and Murray saw it and passed it right to him. Try to get the open drive.
That one. McDaniel steals it, but the pass is over the arms of Parker Hess. And you could tell, Alex, Westfield just a couple of these plays getting a little unlucky, just going over the head of Hess there. You could tell in a couple minutes they're going to really break this thing out.
Oh, yeah. They definitely will. I mean, this team has so much potential. I mean, it's almost like unreal, the possibilities.
And there's McDaniel all alone. Gets the layup to go. At 2 points coming into the day. He's got 4 already.
Again, looking like that was almost an and-one play, but doing a really good job of creating an open drive.
The only underclassman on this team getting a lot of playing time over the older guys, and he shows you why there. Elizabeth gets it inside. Layup is an air ball as Jelani Pierre, the senior, he'll slow it down. Here's LaCourte. Jumper no good.
And the hot shot couldn't connect that time off from last game, putting up 32 points in that one in the Union Catholic game. 7 3-pointers like we said before.
And there's Parker Hess, gets the steal, pump fakes, and he can't finish the layup, but he gets his own rebound. Short on that one.
Yeah, like we said, this is going to be a back-and-forth game. Westfield doing the really good job of creating the turnovers for those fast break opportunities, but Parker Hess just couldn't connect 2 times on that one.
Elizabeth calls a timeout. Full 60-second timeout. Westfield leads at 23-12. Elizabeth has 17 fouls, so Westfield in the 1-1 rest of this first half. Now some big games going on in the state of New Jersey today. Earlier today, number 1 St. Anthony's played number 2 the Patrick School at the Danfin Classic. We'll get you an update on that one in the second half. Linden has a big game today against Brighton of Massachusetts. Number 12 CBA taking on number 11 Bergen Catholic. And just about 5 minutes from here, Scotch Plains hosting Roselle Catholic, ranked 3rd in the state. Westfield ranked 19th.
You know, even though the Scotch Plains game versus Roselle Catholic, even though both those teams aren't ranked, that's going to be an exciting game along with CBA, with the number 12 versus number 11.
Roselle Catholic ranked 3rd in the state. And into the game for the Minutemen is number 2, Justin Wardenach, as Roberto Norbodo Salome, the junior, loses that one.
Just another turnover Westfield has been able to create.
Westfield's got some good games coming up as Hess will go to the free throw line. Gonna come up a little gimpy after a hard foul. Hopefully he's all right, but anyway, Westfield, some big games coming up. Tuesday at Union, pretty good ball club. Then Thursday at number 20 St. Mary's. We'll be at that game. The next Saturday, their rival Scotch Plains will be at that one.
Yeah,
also got Roselle Catholic in February, and Patrick School comes here. So 2 of the top 3 teams Westfield has coming up in about a month or so.
You know, you could tell Parker Hess, he hit the floor hard. You can see on the padding on the wall, you can see his sweat marks. He definitely hit that wall hard.
McDaniel checks out as Norris, the senior big man, 6'3", into the game for the first time. Free throws no good from Hess. And also for the Blue Devils, Kevin Reinhardt, number 33 in white, into game for the first time. Jumper is no good from Gerard Billings. A little hesitation there. Went up in the air and then shot it in midair.
Yeah, all you can hear is the Westfield fans going, air ball, chanting air ball.
So Reinhardt, the junior, will bring it up with 4:20 to go in the second quarter. Guarded tightly. Finds LaCourte, will drive baseline, kicks it. Wide open Hess, no good. Wardenach looks inside. Drives in, no good. It's going to be an offensive foul as Parker Hess creates the charge.
You know, it's always a really nice play to see someone step up and take the fall on that one, literally, but creates another turnover for the Elizabeth Minutemen.
And Alex, coaching staff loves it when Westfield takes some charges inside the team locker room, they have written on the whiteboard, they have a tally chart of the guys who take charges as Mealy checks into the game. Pierre will drive it in. Floater's no good. It'll be Elizabeth ball. Coming into the day, Alex, Hess leads the team in scoring 12.5 points per game. Murray at 12.4, not far behind. Murray also averages 7 boards a game, 5 assists a game. Corner 3 is short. As Jelani Pierre tips it to himself, and the finger roll lay-in.
That was a beautiful play by Jelani to be able to stay with the ball, to try and get it in his Westfield possession, and he does so with the layup.
Very athletic play from Pierre, who averages just under 7 points a game. He had a big game last Saturday, game we got to do, Alex, against St. Joe's, when they really needed him. And there's a 3 ball from Elizabeth. It's good.
Yeah, he really stepped up versus St. Joe's. Had 2 big threes in the fourth quarter, pushed them into overtime.
Finished that game with 14, and he got to start that game because Norris wasn't there. And Tim Norris that time puts in the easy 2. Westfield leads it 27-15.
Yeah, and almost like Jelani Pierre, Tim Norris popped up out of nowhere, and Jelani Pierre was able to get the pass down low for the easy layup for Tim Norris.
Jumper from Zenith is no good. Hit the 3 on the previous possession. As Mealy will drive and dish. And the pass from Pierre over the head of the court. Elizabeth ball. As Wardenach brings it up. Westfield's been in man most of the day. Loose ball. Pierre all over him. And Elizabeth will take a timeout.
That was almost traveled by Warnock, but he's able to keep the ball and call a timeout. It's going to be 30-second timeout for the Minutemen.
As we mentioned earlier, Westfield's next game Tuesday, 5:30, at Union. Next up for Elizabeth, a home game on Wednesday against Carteret. Now it's going back to the Elizabeth when they played Linden, 54-4. Not a mistake, and you heard me correctly. 54-4 on the road to Linden. Linden, very talented team, 5th in the state. But man, they didn't even have a field goal. You go 32 minutes. You didn't even make a bucket. They had 4 free throws. Now is it? That's just got to take the momentum out of these guys. And now they try to bounce back.
Yeah, you'd say perfect. I mean, you literally can't get any more perfect than not letting them score a single field goal. That's crazy.
For the Tigers of Linden and for Elizabeth, it's a very tough one. Coaching staff, they got to be concerned.
Yeah, you know, that coach staff in the locker room at halftime, you know they weren't mad. They were mad in that game.
Also, 20-point loss to Plainfield was their most recent game. Free throw is good from Khalil Johnson, also a senior. Going back to Elizabeth, as Johnson able to hit that free throw. A decade ago, about 2000, 2005, they were a powerhouse, Alex. They would beat the St. Anthony's, the St. Patrick's, winning, I think it was 5 straight county titles, multiple state titles. They were a very good basketball team back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, you say Roselle Catholic, St. Joe's, all these teams, you know, they're the top teams in the state. Back then, Elizabeth was top team in the state.
Mealy at the line, hits that one. Makes that a nice first half. One of the 3 tri-captains for the Blue Devils. Also Parker Hess and Owen Murray. Second free throw rattles in. Westfield leads it 29-17. Mealy, one of the best defenders on the team, closely guarding Wardenach. Pass inside. Layup no good. And kick it out. Wardenach, deep three. It's going to be short. And LaCourte will push it.
You know, Elijah Rowell did a really good job trying to get his own rebound, but didn't connect that time.
Travel on the floor by the Blue Devils. Minute 14 to go in this second quarter. Michael Leniart alongside Alex Kingsley at Westfield High School. Saturday primetime game, and the students have come out to show their support as Nick Mealy picks up the foul. It's a whiteout. Student section filled completely. It's a 6-team foul in Westfield. Next one be a 1-and-1.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference in how loud Westfield side is versus the Elizabeth side. For all those Westfield fans coming out here, there's almost no one here on the Elizabeth side.
Yeah, we're sitting on the Minutemen side, and pretty empty, pretty quiet. The pull-up jumper, though, is good. Khalil Johnson's had himself a nice first half. Minutemen trail it by 10. 45 seconds to go. Pierre, three is off the mark. Now Elizabeth will slow it down. Wardenach picks up his dribble. Pierre, great defense there. Inside, layup's good. Khalil Johnson, another layup for him.
Cut the lead to 8 now. Westfield getting a little fidgety here in this game. They gotta come back.
LaCourte in the corner, three. That would have been a big one. Instead, he gets a steal. And then Nick Mealy gets trampled by Johnson. But his reward will be a 1-and-1 at the other end.
That was like a football play. That was pretty dirty, I'll tell you, Mike.
Didn't seem intentional, though. It was a loose ball. Johnson went to go for it, and Mealy just didn't want to cross the half-court line. As Nick hits that one.
You know, we've seen him on the line a couple times today. This is, I think, his third. He's doing a really good job, like we said before, being that one to step up and drive to the basket to draw the foul.
Mealy hits both. Extends the lead to 10 with 6 seconds to go. Three ball is no good by Billings. It was an air ball. And that's the end of the first half. Westfield leads it 31-21. Nick Mealy having a good game. Alex, how about him?
Yeah, he's definitely stepped up like we said before. He's hit that pull-up jumper. He's hit almost all his free throws. He's really the player of the game so far in this first half of the Westfield Blue Devils.
Kind of been an up-and-down year for him. Had some huge plays. Lakewood, game winner. 23 against UC. Great game today. He's also had some games where he goes quiet. St. Mary's a little quiet. But anyway, Westfield leads it by 10, 31-21. Second half coming up after these words from your local station. You're watching Blue Devil Television. New Jersey High. So welcome back to Westfield High School. Start of the third quarter. Westfield leads it over the winless Elizabeth Minutemen, 31-21. Michael Leniart alongside Alex Kingsley. Saturday night primetime game in Westfield. And Alex in the first half, leading scores for the Blue Devils. Mealy had 9, Jelani Pierre 6, Murray 5. Inside pass, Rowell, turnaround, gets the bucket to go. And for Elizabeth, it was Khalil Johnson had 8 in the first half, leading score for them. Leads at 8 right now. By the way, Alex, we said we were going to give you an update as Nick Mealy will go to the free throw line. Nice move there. We said we were going to give you an update of the number 1, number 2, St. Anthony's Patrick School. That one has gone final at the Dan Finn Classic in Jersey City. The St. Anthony's Friars, ranked number 1 in the state, defeated the St. Patrick's Celtics 60-56. Leading scorer for the Friars, Asante Gis, had 23. So St. Anthony's showing they're the best team in the state right now. Is Nick Mealy able to hit that one? He's got 10 in double figures.
You know, it also proves that Anthony Gis putting up 23 points in the number 1 versus number 2 basketball game shows that he's one of the best players in the state.
Asante Gis, yeah.
I'm sorry, Asante Gis.
Mealy looking for Hess as he falls down that time. Turns it over. Weoff brings it up as he's done all night. It's a whiteout in Westfield. Student body present and loud. Johnson loses the ball there on the deflected pass. Mealy brings it up. Hess. 3 rolls in and out.
And, you know, the possession before, Rich Roth had a really nice pass inside Khalil Johnson. Really nice pass. He's doing a really good job of finding the open man for an open shot.
Parker has struggled shooting past few games. He's got to look more for the inside shot. Murray finds Mealy, lays it in off the alley-oop. Great chemistry from the Blue Devils.
That was a beautiful play. That was probably one of the best plays tonight we'll see. That was awesome.
You could tell Mealy put up his arm. Murray knew right away. In perfect location. We saw an earlier alley-oop a little too high. That one right on the money. Be a kickball on Nick.
Yeah, and as you say, those 2 deflections, Westfield has switched to 2-3 and seems to be working so far for the second half.
Senior number 13 for Elizabeth, Jordan Williams in the game. Only player in the game with some foul trouble. He's got 3. Be a foul on Parker Hess on the push. As Al Minter is in the game, first time today for Elizabeth. As we mentioned, Minutemen still winless, 0-8, 0-3 in conference play. Looking for their first win.
And Weoff again. That time it was an inbound pass, but again with the beautiful pass to Jordan Williams, get that nice shot.
Hess mid-range jumper off the mark.
Yeah, he's been cold throughout this game. You know, recently he hasn't made the last few of his shots, but he's got to turn that back on if they want to win this game.
Hess got his ankle was bothering him earlier after a hard foul. Started the second half. Looks like he's fine.
Nick Mealy doing a really good job at the top of the key of preventing the pass or anybody really.
And how about Nick Mealy gets a big block there. Nice drive by Jordan Williams.
You know, this 2-3 zone really seems to be working, and it seems to be a lot better than the man defense.
We saw the zone against the Falcons of Metuchen, St. Joe's Metuchen. Worked really well. Westfield able to force overtime in that game. Back-to-back games, Westfield have gone to OT. They're hoping they won't need it tonight, as Al Minter will go to the line. Strong take from him.
Yeah, you know, we're seeing, instead of Westfield, we're seeing Elizabeth do a better job so far in the second half of drawing the fouls and driving to the basket. And like we were saying before, that Westfield does a really good job of stepping up and going to the basket for those nice layups or the draw foul shots.
Free throw is good, and now Owen Murray in some foul trouble of his own. He has 3. But looks like they'll keep it in there for now. Second free throw, no good, as Mealy gets his own rebound. 5-on-4. Pull-up jumper, no good. And now fast break for the Minutemen. Nice pump fake. Jordan Williams, the senior, another key bucket for him.
On a fast break, that's the difference between a block and a made bucket. When you do just a little pump fake to get the guy to go for it and block it, that's the way to go to get that bucket on a fast break.
That pass deflected into the backcourt as Murray will now slow it down. And they get Minter on the foul. We've seen it, Alex, a lot this season. Westfield only going about 8 guys, 8-man rotation. Today it was 9. We saw Gagum, Norris, Reinhardt, and McDaniel come off the bench. Usually it's been about 8, sometimes even 7, as it's a walk on Murray as he falls to the ground.
Yeah, Coach Palmieri tonight knows that Elizabeth isn't one of the best teams they've played, so they're definitely giving, especially Adam McDaniel, some more playing time, get more experience. So for the future, they'll do all right and be veterans.
It's definitely important to get McDaniel experience. We saw a game I got to call against Union Catholic. McDaniel was on the floor in crunch time at the end of the fourth quarter and some of the overtime period.
Yeah,
by the way, Elizabeth's made this a ball game, Alex. It's a 6-point game as Waff will bring it out for Elizabeth.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I think he's the reason why they're within 6 in this game. He's creating those open passes which create buckets. And it seems like no one else is doing that, even on the Westfield side tonight.
Exactly. He's not the leading scorer, not the tallest guy. As a jumper is no good.
But I'll tell you, he is a tremendous ball handler and will definitely find anyone on anywhere in the court with the open shot.
Khalil Johnson was able to get his own rebound. Another jumper, no good. This time Jordan Williams, and he too gets his own rebound. And Mealy, the chief thief as they like to call him, got his hands on that one, couldn't come away with it.
Yeah, just as you were saying, Elizabeth's doing a very nice job this half of staying with it and following their shot to get their offensive rebounds. All you have to do is just follow where your shot goes to the rim, and you most likely get the offensive rebound.
Another pass deflected. Mealy, known as the chief thief, leads the team in steals at 3.5 steals a game.
Yeah, we definitely saw that come out during St. Joe's. He definitely had about maybe even 5 steals that game. Did really well.
Layup no good. Elizabeth gets it back, and this time Jordan Williams, leading scorer for the Minutemen, gets another layup to fall, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point game. As Murray will create the foul.
This Elizabeth team is.
It's on Waff. Excuse me, Alex.
This Elizabeth team is. They're a true underdog team. They're within 4 with the Westfield Blue Devils coming off a win with Union Catholic. This would be a really big win if they could pull it out for Elizabeth.
Under 3 to go in the third quarter. Has to step back and then gives it up. As he drives it in, lefty laying, no good. Murray gets the rebound, puts it up, and it's good.
Plus a lot of contact on that play, too.
Westfield calls a timeout after the Murray made bucket. And it was looking at his eye there. Looks like he got poked in the eye. Westfield leads at 36-30. 2:39 to go in the third quarter.
It's going to be a full timeout.
Just joining us, Michael Lanier alongside Alex Kingsley. 8-3, 19th ranked Westfield Blue Devils. Looking for win number 9 against the 0-8 Elizabeth Minutemen. Big game on Saturday night here at Westfield High School. Blue Devils had a 10-point lead for the majority of this game. And then Elizabeth cut it down to 4 just recently. Now it's back to 6.
Yeah, you could definitely tell that Blue Devils are definitely trying to inch their way back into a double-digit lead, get secure, and that like we saw before, maybe they could put some guys in like Adam McDaniel, Kevin Reinhardt, as we saw before in the end of the second half, to get them more varsity experience for the future.
The Blue Devils is also without big man. He was supposed to have a big role in this team. Center Andres Rumpitzer is senior. torn meniscus, out indefinitely. They're expecting him to return, to be able to return before the season comes to an end. It's unfortunate for the senior last year of high school basketball. Hopefully, Mr. Rumpeters will be able to get back in uniform.
Yeah, and as you say, it's definitely unfortunate for the Westfield team as well because they are really dry, like we said before, in the center's position. They really need every single body and height as possible.
And WAF in trouble, quadruple teamed. It'll be a jump ball as possession arrow favors the Blue Devils.
We are a little frustrated off that play. Thought there was a foul when he was quadruple teamed from Westfield.
Pierre will drive it in, loses it, able to dive on the floor. Be another jump ball. This time goes to Elizabeth.
Weoff was definitely pumped off that play just from the jump ball he had before.
Question is, can Elizabeth continue to score the basketball? They've really struggled all season scoring, especially, as we mentioned a few times, their 4-point game against Linden. Foul on the floor.
You know, just as you said before, as they were just getting pumped from Westfield off that jump ball. I mean, it seems like Rich Weoff is the only player really with the heart in his team, and you know, maybe in the minutes come when if the lead shortens, others will join with him, get pumped, and see if they can pull this one out.
Williams has also had a good game for the Minutemen as it was Mealy picking up his second foul on the previous play. Minute 45 to go. Nice crossover, but Minter throws it away and he smacks the mat. That's the kind of frustration you see from a team that's still looking for his first win in mid-January.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for Elizabeth in the postseason.
There's a three from LaCourte, no good. He's been pretty quiet today after his huge performance. Loose ball to jump ball. This one belongs to the Blue Devils.
Rich Weoff again getting frustrated off that jump ball. I don't know if there's anything else he can do to get Elizabeth the ball back.
Maybe look for a shot more. He's obviously facilitated the offense, hasn't taken a lot of shots today. So here's Murray, near side wing, drives it. He'll go to the line. Yeah,
like we said, I mean, he's had a few drives, but he hasn't had many shot opportunities, but he's definitely creating those shot opportunities with the beautiful passes, finding the open men.
How about on the other side, captain, leader of this team, Owen Murray. The guy does it all, man. Passes, assists, rebounding, shooting, scoring, driving in the basket.
Yeah, I mean, you said it.
Great player makes his team better. He does that every single game.
You said it. I mean, a triple-double with assists, rebounds, and points. I mean, no wonder he does it all. He got a triple-double last game.
It's happened twice this year. Sophomore McDaniel back into game. Free throw from Murray, no good, as senior Jelani Pierre checks out. Second free throw is good after Murray gets the roll. Blue Devils lead it by 7, 37-30. Now, as we talked about, the reason the success this year, as that pass was out of bounds, will be Westfield ball. It's the chemistry, the leadership, and the seniors. 9 seniors. Mealy's been quoted that these guys have been playing it since 4th grade. The chemistry is unreal between these guys. And 9 out of 16 varsity players are seniors.
Yeah, I mean, when you hear about some of these players that have been together since 4th grade, I mean, you could tell at that point some players know the movements, know where one's gonna go. With that chemistry, only good things can come from that.
And these guys, they've been so motivated from everything. They've been waiting for this senior year for such a long time. Now that it's here, they're 8-3. They're looking for a lot of success, especially with their fellow seniors in football going undefeated. it's almost a sense of pressure. But, man, these guys just have a lot of fun out on the basketball court.
Yeah, Westfield Athletics is doing pretty well all around this year. Between football, basketball, swim team too, only, doing a really good job this year as well.
It'll be a foul on Elizabeth. .20 seconds to go in the third quarter as Whiff trying to rally his team. The Minutemen on the roster, they have the seniors too, Alex. But maybe just not the same, the chemistry. New coach. Clock at 10, McDaniel, far wing. Down to 5, Mealy drives. LaCourte will pull it up. Almost got that one to go at the buzzer. Westfield lead got trimmed early on in that third quarter. Back up to 7, 37-30, Blue Devils lead it.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing, especially in this game, lots of emotion. Lots of hand slapping on the walls and Rich Rioff slapping the floor and yelling at his players. I mean, we're seeing some good basketball. We're all seeing some frustrated basketball from both ends of the court.
We'll step aside on Blue Devil Television. Westfield leads at 37-30. Fourth quarter coming right up. So welcome back to Westfield High School. Blue Devils up 37-30 over the winless Elizabeth Minutemen. Michael Leniart alongside Alex Kingsley. As Westfield trying to improve to 9-3 on the year and move up in those NJ top 20 rankings. As Elizabeth loses that one, Westfield will take possession.
Yeah, Weoff definitely frustrated off that bad pass. It creates another turnover from Elizabeth, and if they don't get some momentum going forward, I don't know if they'll win this game.
Murray looking inside, Gagum, but it goes out of bounds. As Mealy guards Whiff. Mealy getting a piece of that one. We'll call a foul on Westfield. It's going to be on Jeff Gagum. I believe that's his third foul of the game. Had 2 in that first half.
And looks like Westfield's going to create another turnover from Elizabeth off that travel.
So senior Murray will call out a play. Finds McDaniel near corner. And here's McDaniel, 3 ball, no good. There's Matt LaCourte, gets a rebound, but then Waff comes from behind. Nice athletic play from the senior guard.
Just a burst of speed out of nowhere. I mean, he went from 10 feet in like 2 seconds.
It's going to be another foul in Westfield. On Jeff Gagum now his 4th. One more and he's done. He's going to check out of the game alongside LaCourte. As Hess and Norris back into the game. 6:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Westfield up 37-30.
Yeah, as we were talking before, only up by 7. If Westfield really wants to be an elite team and be possibly even in the top 10 in the state, they really got to put winless teams away as 0-8 Elizabeth like this. If they want to be an elite team, Elizabeth has hung around the whole time, but hasn't really had a lead yet.
They've been largest lead was about 11-12 maybe. Cut it down to 4 at one point, but yeah, they've hung around as you said. Lead at 7 now. Senior Murray at the line. First free throw's no good. As Al Minter for the Elizabeth Minutemen has 4 fouls, and he'll come out. Gagum for Westfield also with 4. Second free throw is good from Owen Murray.
Smooth stroke off that one for the free throw of Owen Murray. Give them an 8-point lead over the Elizabeth Minutemen.
Clock at 6:30. And Elizabeth in danger of dropping their 9th consecutive game, as the jumper from Whiff is good.
And just when he needs it, you know that he can pull up that shot, have a nice pull up with the swish of the smooth stroke from Weoff.
It's another foul on Elizabeth. Khalil Johnson gets called for the block this time. And again, Owen Murray will go to the free throw line.
You know, we've seen this in the past. Owen Murray's one of those players down low. He's not afraid to draw some contact. He's not afraid to go up there and have another guy or two guys standing next to him for the layup.
Knocks the first one down. Extends the lead to 39-32. Four seniors and a sophomore, McDaniel, on the court, as Owen Murray able to hit both of those. We talk about how free throws so important in any basketball game. Westfield has done a nice job of hitting them in the second half. It's a foul in Westfield. It's on Nick Mealy, it's his third. Salome will drive it, picks up his dribble, finds Woff, who can't get it to go. McDaniel, nice pass. Mealy, that pull-up jumper he loves, can't get it that time. That's his signature though, Alex, that
Driving,
one dribble, pull up, then kicks the legs.
driving to the elbow, pulling up that beautiful, looks like even a fadeaway too.
As there's a foul on the floor, it's Parker Hess. Hess went flying on that one, but he gets called for the foul.
It's a technical.
Now the ref's going to say there's a no technical foul, excuse me. Daniel got a piece of that one. Looking inside, it's stolen by Murray. Hess at the other end, it's a jump ball. And on the other side, Alex, Rich Waugh shouted something that we're not allowed to repeat on the air.
Yeah, Weoff definitely extremely frustrated off that beautiful pass down low with the open look. But, Elijah, took the dribble and wasn't able to finish.
Another foul on the court, and the refs continue to blow the whistle. This time they get Khalil Johnson, and that is his 5th foul. He has fouled out of tonight's ball game. Sends Nick Mealy to the line. Timeout on the floor after Johnson fouls out of this ball game. Both teams in the bonus rest of the way, as Westfield leads at 40-32. 5:26 remaining in the fourth quarter. Now it looks like Blue Devils is going to improve to 9-3 on the year. And just keep moving along, face some adversity during that 3-game losing streak. Linden, Plainfield, and St. Joe's. Got to do 2 of those games. Now it gets some momentum. Big win over Union Catholic. Trying to hold on against the Minutemen. It's a violation, which means Mealy, who missed the first, was supposed to just be a 1-1. After the violation, he'll get another one.
Weoff trying to pump up his team, clapping up. Let's get this, let's get this. He's really the heart and soul of this Elizabeth Minutemen team.
Now after the violation, Another 1-1, and Nick Mealy hits the front end. Able to sink both. We talked about how free throws so important. These captains for Westfield, they really know how to knock down these free throws when they're most important.
Especially when all three of them are just have beautiful strokes and just in general great shooters.
We talked about how this team so talented that when one of their one-star struggles, say tonight being Hess, a little quiet, other guys are there to have a big game. Say Owen Murray, Nick Mealy, two big stars for Westfield. Also some nice contributions from Pierre and McDaniel, the sophomore.
Yeah, and as off that foul, Westfield has moved back to the man defense. You know, they do an interesting job on defense. They switch from zone and man very often. It's almost confusing in how much they do it, but listen, whatever works for them, they just got to keep doing it because it seems to do the job.
It's Jordan Williams at the line. Leading scorer for the Minutemen tonight. Hits the front end of that one. Westfield, their head coach, Daryl Palmieri, in his 5th season at Westfield. Current record of 56-54. 2 games above 500. But, Alex, that's a tremendous record considering the state of the program when he took it over. And he definitely has his program heading into the right direction. This is definitely the best team he's had. With all the seniors, a lot of talent on this team. It's one of the best teams Westfield's had in a while.
Yeah, you say a while. I mean, Westfield hasn't won a state championship since 1972. It's been a long drought for them to win a state title.
That's their only state title, and people have been comparing. They think this 2015-16 team could have what it takes to make a state title run.
Yeah, instead of the one, they could be the other one to get another state title.
Long three, no good. LaCourt behind the back save. Elizabeth gets it. They lob it. Williams saves it. Waff. Called for the travel. Going down the other end. Anyway, yeah, expectations we mentioned from day one. Sky high. These players, the coaching staff, these fans, they believe they have what it takes, and they really want to make a state final push.
Yeah.
One of the main obstacles, sorry, Alex, as Parker Hess able to knock down the three. His first three of the night, his 80th career three, 32 away from tying his older brother's record.
Yeah, you say from the second to last possession of Westfield, they had about 3 offensive rebounds that play. They were really stepping up and really fighting and being aggressive on those boards, doing a really good job of keeping possessions alive and to score points. Now they're winning by 11, 45-34 over the Minutemen.
As we were talking about state title push, I think they have what it takes to beat any team, but the one team that stands out for the state title, because you don't have to. County title is almost harder. It is harder than the state title because in the county you got RC, you got St. Pat's, a lot of tough teams in there. State title, the one team that's going to give Westfield trouble is Linden. They had a neutral site game about a week and a half ago, lost by 12. That was their first loss of the year. But I think Westfield gets them. Again, they could play with the Tigers. They've shown they can play with anybody. St. Joe's, Metuchen. People thought it was going to be a blowout. What does Westfield do? Game goes to overtime.
Yeah, you say that, and they also have the skill to do so too. And when everybody's on, they could probably beat any team, to be honest.
It's a foul and whiff. He can't believe it. Nice sportsmanship there from both teams. And if you didn't hear earlier, the big showdown today in New Jersey at the Dan Finn Classic in Jersey City. Number 1 St. Anthony's Friars defeated the Patrick School Celtics 60-56. Asante Gis led the way for the Friars, 23 points. Friars ranked 1 in the state. They backed it up today. They got 5 players, Alex, already committed D1. Could possibly be some more. Some other big games tonight. Number 12 in the state CBA, number 11 Bergen Catholic And I'm sure down the road from here, number 3, Roselle Catholic, is probably putting a whooping on Scotch Plains.
Oh, I bet, yeah. Number 3 in the state was Scotch Plains. When Westfield, out of the top 10, smothered them when they played. I mean, it's got to be a blowout.
The Raiders, there's a foul on the floor. The Raiders have really struggled this year. They have 1 win on the year. First-year head coach, very young team. We got to do their first game at SPF. We'll get to do their second one in a week from now, Saturday, the 23rd. That'll be a big crowd rivalry game. First free throw, no good. Only free throw, I should say. It'll be Elizabeth Ball. .3:29 to go in the final quarter. Blue Devils up by 11. There's a 3 in the corner, short. Rebounded by Salome. A nice move there by Jordan Williams. Dribbled, drived in, faked one way, went up with the other hand. Cuts the lead to 9. LaCourte drives in. Bucket and the foul. Count it, Matt LaCourte.
And just like that, Westfield, even though there's a bucket on the other side, Westfield comes back with the and one to show their resiliency to win this game.
Alex, in our broadcast Thursday, we were talking about how, obviously, Matt LaCourte, best game of his life, 32, 7 threes. We were talking about how next year he's gonna be the guy here in Westfield.
Yeah,
one of the few juniors that gets, only junior to start, really only junior that gets significant action, I should say. Started a bunch of games last year as a sophomore.
Yeah, he definitely showed himself last year. He is a special kid, man, I'll tell you.
Also a good baseball player.
Yeah, when he puts up 32, 7 3-pointers in one game, that's good for a senior. That's good. That's really good for anyone. So next year's definitely going to be fun for him.
Definitely will be a captain here at Westfield. And LaCourte able to hit that one. Matty Ice extends the lead to 12. As Wordenach will bring it up, guarded by Jelani Pierre. Minter, he's got 4 fouls. He'll take it in. Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Elizabeth. Nice pump fake there. Jumper no good from Williams.
Elizabeth did an awesome job that possession of getting the offensive rebounds and keeping the play alive to get those points. That was a really nice job by Elizabeth.
It'll be Westfield ball. Nick Mealy slow to get up after that play. As Parker Hess will check in. Norris comes out. 2:30 to go in the final quarter here at Westfield High School. Fans have been loud all night, and they're getting their money's worth. So it looks like the Blue Devils are going to improve to 9-3 this season. Court able to hold on that time. As Murray drives in, no look pass. Tim Norris lays it in. How about the pass from Owen Murray?
Yeah, you always see Tim Norris either down there for the layup or going for the rebound. That was just a really nice play by Owen, too.
Great find, no look pass. Loose ball. Parker Hess steals it. Fast break for Westfield. He'll slow it down, though. Transition 3, LaCourte. Got it. Matty Ice showing shades of Thursday.
Yeah, he's definitely not ice today. He's pretty hot today. But Mike, I think that was the shot that's gonna put this game in the books to give Westfield another win, and like you said before, to improve to 9-3 in the season.
Blue Devils have a 17-point lead, 62nd time out on the floor. Westfield leads at 53-36. We're in the double bonus rest of the way. Neely's got 4 fouls for the Blue Devils. And now checking in for Westfield, they're going to bring in some of their bench players. New 5 on the floor, senior Nick Laurie, seniors Maris Chenikin, Justice Bowers, and juniors Phil Zanfagna and Tristan Qualis. Always exciting to see these guys play. Fans love them. They work just as hard in practice. And they'll get a couple of minutes of action with a 17-point lead.
Yeah, you definitely say working in practice, but I'll tell you, Mary Shenikin, number 3 on the floor, he's definitely one of those players one of the hustlers that probably works hard the most on the team.
You can catch Chenikin at the Y almost every day. And there's Justice Bowers. He's got the ball. He's the nephew of Westfield High School 1,000-point scorer Boo Bowers. Played in the NBA. He's on the floor, number 10 in white, as Chenikin. That pass is stolen. Fast break for the Minutemen. It's Al Minter. Gets the layup. Minute to go. Chenikin will push it up. Finds Nick Laurie. Nice move, but then it gets blocked. Another fast break. Layup no good. Bowers gets the rebound. Pull up J off the mark from Justice Bowers. Under 40 to go now in the final quarter here at Westfield High School.
Jordan Williams, showing he's not even paying attention to the scoreboard. He's still trying to win this game with that nice and one off the offensive rebound.
Williams has had a tremendous game. Got to give him a lot of credit. That's his 3rd and 1 of the day. If he could finish the 3-point play with the free throw. Leads at 13 for the Blue Devils with 35 seconds to go. Leads at 12 now as Williams does convert his 3rd 3-point play of the night. Chenikin will take it out. Stolen by Elizabeth, but Minter steps out of bounds.
Elizabeth doing a really good job of trapping in the corners. Like I said before, not really paying attention to the scoreboard. Still trying to play like they want to win this game with that beautiful trap play.
It's another foul on Elizabeth. That'll send Justice Bowers to line. Alex, I believe we also have a technical foul called on the Minutemen. I believe we do. Bowers will take the first 2 for the foul. Westfield in the double bonus. Then we'll see who'll take the technical free throws. Talked about Bowers, his uncle. Boo Bowers, a legend here in Westfield. Justice trying to make a name for himself. Transferred from Roselle, from Abraham Clark High School in Roselle. Bowers hits the first, misses the second. And Alex, it'll be Phil Zanfagna, the junior, number 42, shooting the technical free throws, looking for his first varsity points at the line. Also plays JV this year. Great kid. First one, no good. You'd love to see him make this one, Alex.
This definitely put a smile on his face.
And he's able to hit it. How about that? Phil Zanfagna puts his name in the stat sheet with his first point at Westfield High School, the junior. Blue Devils lead it 55-41.
Total career varsity points for Phil Zanfagna, 1.
Tristan Qualis, nice move. But he couldn't finish a floater. 15 to go. Pull-up jumper is off.
Mary Shenikin with the good shot defense, and as this one's going to close out.
Bauer's pass out of the hands, out of the reach of Zanfagna. And Alex, that'll do it. Your final score, Westfield 55, Elizabeth 41. A huge win for the Blue Devils, as Elizabeth also 0-9. Tough year for them. But anyway, Westfield 9-3. They got Union coming up, St. Mary's, Scotch Plains. They're definitely going to be moving up in those NJ.com rankings.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, this game was a back-and-forth game, and it was really exciting, but just as we thought before, Westfield came out with the big win, and it looks like Westfield's going to stay winless.
And that's it from Westfield. The Blue Devils win it. 55-41 your final. We'll see you next time on Blue Devil Television. Thanks to our cameraman, Chris Calamano, analyst Alex Kingsley. I'm Michael Lennart. We'll see you next time.